My wife was racially abused during our holiday in the southwest of France, and I have footage of the person who racially abused her. First, for a bit of context, obviously she could tell this story herself. She's somewhat traumatized, but as an ally and an advocate and anti-racist, I'll tell the story, and later on she may tell it in her own words when she feels more comfortable to do so. She was basically just enjoying a glass of wine at the bar on the resort where we're staying, and noticed that next door there was a party going on. And she just popped her head round and she was invited in. You know, she wasn't part of the delegation who were at the function, but she was invited in, which is very kind of the people who'd seen that, she was there on her own. I was looking after the kids. After a little while, she was dancing, having fun, and getting to know some of the delegates who were there for a banking conference, and having that after party, and having a lot of fun. But one woman had a big problem with her presence, and she was approached out of the blue and told what was her sort doing there, and that she should return to her own country because blacks and Africans are not welcome in this environment. That's not the first time that my wife would have heard racism, but it's quite infrequent. Where we live and where places we tend to travel to, it tends to be more things like staring, the odd whisper, but such open and aggressive racism is something she hasn't come across too often. And of course she was deeply upset by this woman's words. This woman's words, the one on the right. To be fair, my wife handled it quite well. She reported it to the organisers, who were quite supportive, but did say, oh, she's a bit drunk, she wouldn't say that sober, which wasn't quite going as far as we would have liked, but it did quell the situation a little bit. Hopefully someone can identify this woman and make sure that her employer is aware of her conduct, of her explicitly racist words that she used towards a black African woman. Now, we don't know the name of the company, but we will tag the name of the resort where we are staying, and that's where the function took place. Now, we'd like to think that some action is taken against this woman if she can be traced. And that's not going to be easy because I'm making this TikTok through the medium of English, and we're dealing with a French company in the French-speaking world. But I am sure that people in France, like in the United Kingdom, like all around the world, who are opposed to all forms of racism and discrimination, will make sure that we track down this woman and make sure that her employer is aware of her behaviour. Thanks, guys.